Welcome to this Blackpool Music School video all about music theory. No, please don't turn off. You will find the information in this video very useful indeed. If you've seen the previous videos from last week, you will notice this chord sheet I am using. It's actually a scale sheet. All the major chords are down here and the scale goes across here. But a quick recap in case you didn't. So if you're in C major, C is the root, you've got D, E, F, G, A, B, C, back to the octave. So you can also think of this as chords. Like I said, the first, the fourth and the fifth are major. The second, the third and the sixth are minor, and the seventh is always a diminished. Doesn't matter what key you're in, whatever key down here you're in, the first, the fourth and the fifth will always be major. The second, the third and the sixth will always be minor. The seventh will be a diminished, and we got the octave up here. Again, there are variations to the rule. I am talking country, pop, rock songs, sort of the songs you hear on the radio. Obviously, if you go into jazz and blues, they use more elaborate chords, but we're just talking about your general everyday music. So you may notice the way this is all stacked up. These are all your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do scales, your major scales, whether you're in G, D, A or whatever. This is your major scale chord sheet. So I'm going to teach you how to transpose a song into a different key. Now you may say, why do you want to do this? Well, you don't tune, you pick a key that best suits your voice or the singer's voice. There's no point you playing it in C if the singer sings it in D. You have to change your chords. So I will explain to you how to do it with this sheet. Now, it's very tempting if you play ukulele to stick in C or D, as they're the two main tunings of the uke. If guitar, it's G and D. On a piano, if you just play the white notes, you're in the key of C. And it's very tempting to only stick to them keys, but we want to move forward. So this is how you transpose a song into another key. Let's just say you're in the key of C and you've got a C, an F and a G, and the singer says to you, I can only sing it in G. I've chosen G because it's the next scale down. So all you do is change all your C's to G's, your F's to C's and your G's to D's. That's it. So if the singer says I sing it in D, your C's become D's, your F's become G's and your G's become A's. It's as simple as that. And that's all there is to it really. So if it featured, say, D minor, E minor and A minor in the key of C, it's just become A minor, B minor and E minor. So all you do is you look on that, you need to know the chord, you need to know the scale you're in and what scale you're changing to. And whatever notes are on that line there, you change them for the corresponding notes here. You're literally just following the line down. Now, again, we mentioned in the previous video, the fifth note of any scale can be a major or a seventh. So that G could be a G or G7. So if you were going into G, that D simply becomes a D or a D7. That's all there is to it. So if you had a minor chord, say D minor seventh, if you're translating it into G, that becomes A minor seventh. That's all you do. So whichever key you're in here, you need to know the key you're in really, and whatever key you want to change it to, you just change them like that. And that's basically how you can transpose a song into another key. And that is the basics of how we transpose music. Now, all you got to remember is the key you're in and the key you're going to. And that's it. Just remember, the first, the fourth and the fifth are nearly always major. The second, the third and the sixth are nearly always minor. The seventh is a diminished, and the C up here from there to there is basically your octave note. Technically we play from C to C or G to G. So if you played the C scale, you go along like that. You won't stop at B, you'd finish it off with C, or if you were playing G, you'd play all them notes and finish off with G, or whichever chord scale you hear, you finish with the same note here. But if you think of it another way, there's only 7 notes really in the scale. So if we were to take a song in the key of G, let's pretend it's got G, E, C, D. G, E minor, C major, D major. G major, E minor, C major, D major, okay? And we wanted to transpose it into A. So we got A major, D major, E major, F sharp minor. If you're playing it in the song, A major, F sharp minor, D major, E major. And that's all there is to it. Just remember, if it's a seventh chord, you just make it a seventh. So if you were playing a D minor seventh and you're going into G, that becomes an A minor seventh. Or if it was D minor sixth, that becomes an A minor sixth. Again, changing the rules. If you did have a major and a minor in places where they shouldn't be, you just translate it. So if you're in the key of C and that just happens to be a D major and you're changing into G, you're just playing A major. Or if it was a minor, and that's all there is. All these notes here are the roots of the key you're in. These are all the octave, these are all the scale degrees. And that's roughly how you can simply transpose a song into another key. You may say, why do you need to do this? Well, it's all to suit the singer's voice or the lead instrument's voice. Sometimes instruments sound better in certain keys. If you play a reed or a brass instrument, they are sometimes sound better in certain keys. So they may ask you to change to as you're on a chordal instrument. I should say this applies to whether you're playing guitar or anything. This is how you transpose music. So, I hope you found this lesson useful. If you have, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Blackpool Music School. The more thumbs up we get and the more subscribers we get, the more videos we will post. So until next time, take care, keep practicing, keep playing, and as always, goodbye.